Next up, we turn to high school football. In his 22nd year at his alma mater, he started at quarterback for the Raiders, played college football at Nichols. He's got at Rummel with 224 victories, a pair of state titles, 2 other state championship team appearances, with a nearly 80% winning percentage in his career. Rummel will battle John Curtis Christian Friday night at 7 p.m. at the Shrine on Airline, in a game that you can watch live at CrescentCitySports.com and on Cox Sports Television. Please give a warm welcome to Archbishop Rummel head coach Jay Roth. Jay.
I was here about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I got here at 12 o'clock and I started talking. I always look forward to a good meal because I don't eat very well at home, and when I got in line, they run out of food. So today, I texted Lenny Van Gogh. I said, Lenny, what time it starts? He says, Jay, 11:45, I said, it'll be 11:30. So typically, I started talking to everybody. I talked to some of the news people, and I went in line and got my food. And if you know me, I'm a meat and potato eater, that's it. I don't eat vegetables, don't eat greens, no salad, no nothing. Meat and potatoes. So I told the guy to load my plate up. Somebody grabbed me on the way up with my plate in my hand, I put it down. I sat down to eat the Coach Monica, I picked up the wrong plate. Look at all the greens and food. I didn't even get to eat the food I wanted. I got somebody else's plate of food. Man, what a disappointment. I had a big old plate of food for me. You know, last week we suffered our second loss in 3 games, and after the game, the phone started ringing. Boy, Coach. And friends of mine called from different areas that have streamed the game or listened to it on the radio. Boy, Coach, y'all really played bad. How did this happen? Y'all couldn't tackle, you couldn't score in the red zone, you couldn't protect. And I got phone call after phone call after phone call. And finally, the last guy says, hey, Jay, who's doing your radio broadcast that's ripping y'all like this? I said, it's my dad. I said, it's my dad and Trahan killing us on the radio, you know? If this was LSU, y'all fire him. Y'all fire him. So I got to tone my dad down. I said, geez, it wasn't that bad, Dad. So like I said, we have lost 2 of our last 3, about 6 points, and the one against Brother Martin definitely hurt. We had gone up and down the field, playing with a makeshift offense, and just got in the red zone and only scored 3 out of 7 times. Defensively, we shut Brother Martin down after the second score with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And then with 3 minutes left, they loaded right down like we weren't there. And it was a tough loss for us. I know everybody built this game up against John Curtis in the beginning of the year. I read it, you know, from the press and the people who write. You know, this was going to be the game of the year. Well, we didn't hold up our end, but I promise it's going to be a good game. We're going to give Curtis all they can handle for 48 minutes. We will be ready. We seem to be a little short-handed. I know Coach Monica's gone through his injuries this season, and we've gone through ours, but that's part of the game of football. Some years I've gone by with a little luck and no injuries, and we've had a great run. This year we've had our share of injuries, but younger people have stepped up. So Friday night at the Shrine on Airline, we're going to show up and we're going to play our 5th game against John Curtis in 3 years. Considering we didn't play in 50 years, we've got to know each other pretty good. And that kind of brings up another topic, which Ed pulled my chain a little bit earlier today about the upcoming playoff system, which everybody knows, and Coach Monica and I are not favorites of at all. You know, here we are at Rummel, we're 5-2 right now with looking at Curtis and St. Aug left in the season. And you know, 5 or 6 years ago, we're 5-2 looking at Curtis, we're going, we might not make the playoffs. And it motivates you just to work hard, and motivates the kids. And man, you know what? There's a chance we might be left out if we go 5-4 or 6-3. Well, guess what? When we started the season 0-0, there was no motivation for the playoffs. It was done. You're in. You talk about something humbling? Sit home on the first Friday in November when your team doesn't make the playoffs and see if that doesn't motivate you to work harder, become a better coach or a better player. And that doesn't happen anymore. Because everybody gets to go to the playoffs. Everybody deserves to go. No, the teams that do well deserve to go. And that's my opinion, and that's been motivation for me as a coach and as a player way back, that you know, you don't get what you want. You get what you earn, you get what you deserve. So in 3 weeks we'll start the playoff system. 13 private schools in whatever division we're in, whatever select we're in. We'll knock heads with each other all over again for 3 weeks, and then the 2 teams that come out of it will have to wait a week or 2 to even play it Saturday at 12 noon in the Superdome. What a great draw that is. So you can see I'm not a very big fan of the select, non-select. What I am proud of is the schools in New Orleans, the only parish public schools that have voted against it from the very beginning, and to see them succeed and win. And the teams outside of New Orleans that voted to split, because they thought things were unfair. The schools in New Orleans never thought they were unfair. They just picked their pants up and, and worked harder. And they don't have a great facility school outside of New Orleans here with the great turf fields. They're all renting stadiums, and here they are winning state championships. So I am proud of them, and I do wish them the best. So Friday night, 7 o'clock, Curtis and Rummel for the 5th time in 3 years. Come on, check us out or watch it on TV, right, Kenny? On our website, Coach Kenny Berthelot, Coach Kyle will be doing it. Thank y'all.